So we are waiting for Donald Trump. Of course, he was president between 2016 and 2020. And then, of course, January the 6th, 2021, we saw that insurrection at the Capitol building that was blamed on Trump supporters. And since then, we've had the most extraordinary couple of years. We had him becoming the first criminally convicted former president, found guilty in, of course, that hush money trial involving Stormy Daniels. That was back in May. Then you had the debate between Donald Trump, the Republican candidate, and President Joe Biden, in which President Biden just seemed to lose his own way completely. There was a point, wasn't there, where Donald Trump says, I'm not sure what he said, and I'm not sure he knows what he said either in that debate. That was the point at which the Democrats realized that they needed another candidate. They chose, of course, the Vice President, Kamala Harris. She then debated against Donald Trump in Philadelphia, in which, in another remarkable moment, Donald Trump said that in Ohio, immigrants from Haiti were eating dogs and cats. And most media commentators came out of that debate and went, he's completely lost it. No one's going to take seriously someone who says they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Then we had, in October, of course, that Madison Square Garden rally in which a comedian called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. And rather than capitalizing on it, President Biden then appeared to call Trump supporters garbage. Former President Trump dresses up as a garbage collector and drives a van around with garbage and Trump written on it. You just, if you were explaining it to anyone, they'd say this isn't a serious election.
Don't also forget the moment when Donald Trump, on a stage at a rally, was hit by a shooter and
grazed his ear.
Grazed his ear.
But a triumphant photograph afterwards.
I know. There have been so many moments where I think people have said, is this it? He's been shot at, surge in the polls, he lost the debate, down in the polls. But actually, I think when you stand back, you'll say, before Joe Biden stood down, he was ahead because the economy and inflation in particular had been very tough on the Democrats, and parties have lost elections in Britain, in France, the incumbents being hit hard here, and in the end, ditching Joe Biden and bringing Kamala Harris has not turned things around. And, James Carville said famously, is the economy stupid? I think that is the story of tonight.
So all those other moments are irrelevant. It's about the economy. Do you feel better off or worse off than you did 4 years ago when Joe Biden became president? And if you feel worse off, you're going to vote for change.
Of course, and if you look at the exit polls, people going into the polling booths ask the question, what is the most important issue? The two top issues were American democracy, well, nobody quite knows what that means, and the economy, and other issues, foreign affairs issues, immigration, abortion, very, very important to some voters, but we're further down the list of issues. I think people will say it's the economy which has won it for Trump.
If you look at the numbers at the top of your screen, Donald Trump needs 270 electoral college votes to win, and he is on 265. So a celebratory mood among Donald Trump supporters. But how has Kamala Harris lost it?